Welcome back to San Joaquin Audits. On this channel, we take a look at police interaction videos and discuss our constitutional rights. In recent years, we've seen a disturbing trend among law enforcement officers who increasingly disregard the constitutional rights they are sworn to uphold. This case is yet another example of an officer overstepping their authority, demanding identification from an individual without any reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. The Constitution is clear. Unless there is a legitimate reason to believe that someone is involved in criminal activity, they should not be coerced into giving up their identification. Yet, as we see in this video and many others alike, the officer not only insists on seeing ID, but also threatens arrest for non-compliance, an action that not only violates the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, but also undermines public trust in law enforcement. This growing problem of unconstitutional policing tactics is not just a series of isolated incidents. It's a systemic issue that erodes the very foundations of our legal system. When officers choose to ignore the Constitution, they are not just violating the rights of the individual in front of them, they are setting a dangerous precedent that threatens the freedoms of every citizen. This interaction highlights just that. It comes to us from the channel Matthew Spaccarelli. Now, I know some of you are going to go straight to the comments and announce that he gave up his identification, so this is a fail of an interaction. But I want you to keep in mind the fact that not everyone has the time or money to pursue litigation in regards to the consequences of tyrannical policing tactics. Just the fact that Matthew documented this interaction is enough for us to learn from. So let's take a look at this interaction and let me know your thoughts below in the comment section.
Let's just get this on the record. I have to be suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime, or had committed a crime. I didn't do any of those. I did what I could to dispel your suspicion. I told you exactly what was going on. I showed you the apps on my phone. I show you the plane here that's an emergency aircraft diverting to Dublin. I told you exactly what's going on. And in fact, here's the security code. 135 or 134 is what the security officer told me the code was to the bathroom, and you can go over there and verify that. To identify me for suspicion, you have to have a reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime had been committed.
Matches the description of campers that
What's the description of the vehicle?
We have a white Dodge truck.
There's a lot of white Dodge trucks.
That's very accurate. So you're here, we're getting a call from security who manages Z-Max.
Okay.
Your truck matches the description of the truck that is used to steal campers. Your truck comes back to a business.
Does this description of the truck that steals campers, did they get a license plate?
No.
Did they get anything other than a white Dodge truck?
No.
That's not reasonable, articulable suspicion that this is the truck.
Exactly. That's why I have to identify you, because if you
identifying me is not going to help you find out whether or not I've committed any crime.
Stolen tonight, then I know I can eliminate you because I came and talked to you.
You can eliminate me. What if I came back to steal a camper?
Well, then I already have your information.
But you see what I'm saying?
You just have
it doesn't make sense.
It does.
I don't have to give you my license if it's not a stop on ID state and I didn't commit a crime.
So
can we have a supervisor, please?
I am a sergeant.
It doesn't make any sense, Sergeant.
That's fine. You are here in an
What
area.
if I decline to give you my ID?
Then
am I free to go?
No.
I'm not free to go.
No.
You said it wasn't a traffic stop.
No.
It's not a traffic stop, but a call for service isn't enough.
Yes, it is.
It's not enough.
State of North Carolina, yes, it is.
It's not enough, Sergeant.
All right, well, hold on. I'll get a lieutenant out here, and we'll either determine if you're going to jail or not because you're failing.
Wait, hold on. Why would I go to jail for a conversation?
Because you're not giving me your identification.
Sergeant, Miss Collins, let me tell you the problem with policing. You guys are so quick to throw people in jail. I didn't do anything wrong. I just told you what I was doing.
Your driver's license
because
so
I believe.
Did you put your information in?
Here's why.
And we're done.
Here's why. You swore an oath to defend the Constitution. You don't have reasonable, articulable suspicion.
I do at this point.
You don't. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to give you my license and I'm going to file a complaint.
That's fine.
We're going to make this a YouTube video.
That's fine.
We're going to make it go famous.
That's fine.
And Miss Collins, I apologize because there's a lot of people out there doing a good job. But I don't think that you're doing the right thing.
That's fine. And I will explain the complaint process and everything to you so that way.
And can you give me a complaint form?
I cannot. It's at our police department. I'll give you the address.
We're going to do the complaint.
Okay, that's fine.
We're going to do the complaint.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wait. Can I see this for a second?
In a second. 350 Concord, 27 out of California.
What I should have done, ma'am, is put it on the dashboard and made you take it.
It's going to be out of California. Adam 5098224. Adam 5098224 out of California.
Can I go get a complaint form now?
Yes, sir.
They're open.
Yes.
They will give me one?
Yes, so if you go to the
And
address,
listen, it's not about you.
that's fine. I get it.
It's about the Constitution, and I believe,
I understand.
and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will stand corrected, but we're going to go through the process and
That's fine.
figure it out.
That's completely fine. So, you
know what I mean? Like,
I
it's
got
just,
you.
it's just asinine.
do you want me to write it down, the address for you? Or you're going to put it in your GPS?
No, you can write it down and I'll put it in the GPS. Oh, I mean, I can put it in the GPS now.
That's
well,
fine. I'm just whatever's easiest for you.
yeah. It's just, my ID does nothing for you. It doesn't. It's like,
It does. It
don't take
identifies
offense
you.
to this. ID is like crack for cops. It just is. I mean, I watched the YouTube videos. I'm sure you must as well. It's crazy. It's crazy how policing these days want to lock everybody up. What's the address?
It's 41 Cabarrus Avenue, CABARRUS, West.
Concord 4350.
West.
Good.
This is it? Concord, Cabarrus
Yes, sir.
Avenue West?
27 on Matthews, Becker, California, showing valid 10-10-2975.
Head northeast
What's
toward
10-10-75?
Boulevard, then turn
I'm sorry,
right
sir?
onto Bruin
What is
Smith.
10-10-75?
You're not wanted.
Oh, I thought it was like my birthday. I'm like, that's not my birthday.
No, you're not wanted. So you'll go up to the police department. The doors are locked, but there's going to be a panel on the
Like
right-hand
push button or
side.
something like
Push
that?
that button. They're going to ask what you need.
So this is it though, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's way over here?
Yes, sir. It's on our. You're,
Oh, yeah, it's Concord Police.
Yes,
I
sir.
thought it was my
yeah,
sheriff's
yeah.
department.
No, you're at the police department. Push the button on the side. She's going to ask what you need. Tell her that you need a complaint form. There is going to be a form that she's supposed to give you. You'll fill it out. They're going to call for a supervisor. It's not going to be me because obviously you're filing the complaint on me, so I'm not going to show up and take my own complaint. Which makes it fair. Another supervisor will show up. They're supposed to talk to you about the complaint. You fill out the complaint form. You give it to them. It then goes into our.
And they could do all this tonight?
Sir?
They could do all this tonight?
It will. The form will go in. Yes.
But I mean,
and then
somebody will come and talk to me tonight?
They should. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
As long as we're not hot on a call or anything like that.
Sure.
They should be able to
I got
come up
time.
and take the complaint form from you.
Yeah, time.
Other than that,
And again, man,
I get
you
it.
understand where I'm coming
I
from.
get it.
It's just like what's happening now that like I just pulled over to watch a thing. You know,
I get it.
Being safe,
I
safe,
understand.
and just
but
because
then at the same time,
there's
you're in an area that your vehicle
I'm not-
matches the description. I
I'm
know
not-
you don't know.
like, this is not
I
a
know
bad
you don't
area,
know.
right?
I get that. I know you don't know.
I
But
don't know, but it's not like come on.
we get a call from the people who do the security here. Your car, your truck matches the description. So I have to obviously get out, talk with you, identify you, make sure I know who you are.
I mean,
That
what
way
you could
if-
do, what you could have done, because I wasn't even paying attention, is park back there, ways back, not turn on your lights, and watch to see what I was going to do or doing.
I honestly don't have the time to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, getting my ID does nothing. Like, here's my schedule, just so you know. Austin, New Orleans, Charlotte, Dover, New York, New Hampshire, Detroit, Denver, Salt Lake City.
What are you doing for the Speedway?
Nobody told you?
No,
You didn't get the email?
no.
That's not
I'm-
even your fucking business,
I was
then,
gonna
is
say,
it?
I'm the
I'm
low
just
man on the
kidding.
totem pole, so I don't
You
get
can
to
take a
know
joke,
nothing.
though,
Oh, yeah.
right? Okay. It's just-
I don't
did you get the
bother.
joke, though?
I did get it.
My friend always tells me that. It's like,
Well-
and I say that to my wife, it drives her crazy. I do mobile marketing promotions, and we're doing a promotion for a company.
Okay.
So we have these events that are, you know, the Dover, or sorry, this is Charlotte, 12th to the 14th. We set it up today. They do the event tomorrow. They
you
do
get
it
to go
half
on
of
to
the
the
day, the 14th. And tomorrow, the reason why I'm here is I'm just trying to scope out the area because I need to go. See my check engine light is on right here?
Yeah, that's not good.
And
At least
you-
it's not flashing.
And you see this truck here that has 6,814 miles on it?
That's really not good.
This truck was bought to replace one that broke down that's in Beaumont, Texas. That was a 2022. The transmission blew up. We bought this one, and now I have a constant regen. I've been taking photos of
I
the,
was going
the
to say,
thing.
welcome to Dodge's engine problems.
Yeah.
They're not new.
Yeah, I know.
So,
We're suing for the other one. It's a buyback.
is it a
thing.
lemon? Or
Yes,
is
it
you going
qualified
under
as it qualified as a lemon, but they didn't want to come up $1,300 to cover the costs that we incurred, so we had to hire an attorney. The attorney is working that out now out of Wisconsin, because that's where it was bought. This one was bought in Pennsylvania because we were in a rental truck and we had to swap to get out of the rental. So I had to fly into Pennsylvania, picked up the rental car, drove it to Beaumont, Texas, dropped it off, returned the rental, flew home, and then my boss had this truck, and then his promo was over, and I had to do a promo, so we swap trucks all the time.
And now you just getting the short end of the stick with the one that's got the check engine light on.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
There is a Dodge dealership right up around the corner.
No, Hendrix. I was already mapping it out and scoping it out. But like I take copious notes when I call FCA. These are my notes.
That's good, because if it's not written down, it didn't happen.
Right. And so like 9/12 was today? Yesterday? Yeah.
Yesterday.
That was the latest call that I had. And, it's a nightmare.
Well, be safe.
It's already been in the shop for 6 days, and they said, "Oh, there's no problem with it." I'm like,
my best suggestion, if you are staying...
Just release and reapply brake tissue. Oh, I had my foot on the brake too long. It's just habit. I have my foot on the brake all the time. Even if it's in park, just because...
Things move, even if they are in park.
So.
If you are staying over here on the campgrounds...
No, I think I'm going to go back to the Speedway.
Okay. I was going to say, if you are, I would move wherever it is, so you're not on the side of the shoulder.
You know what's funny? I saw a truck driving around over there. It was a white pickup truck. I don't know if that's a security truck.
One of them is.
But then I'm parked right where the bathrooms are. And I had my parking lights on, and the truck is running, and I'm in a parking lot looking at my phone, and the guy drove right by me and took off right down this road leaving. And then I stayed there like another 3 to 5 minutes, and then just drove away at a normal rate of speed. Like, I'm not in a hurry.
I got you.
And then pulled right out and pulled right over here. So, and here's the thing too. Using your, how long have you been a police officer for?
6 going on 7 years.
6 going on 7 years. And again, this is just how I talk. Why the fuck would I leave a place if I was scoping someplace out and then park right here in front of the place? I know criminals are stupid. I was gonna say, but they're not that fucking stupid.
Actually, unfortunately, I have seen them do dumber things.
But
I don't know you.
But I gave you a good explanation,
yes,
and I was
also
honest with you.
Give me good explanations that are criminals.
And if I wasn't driving a company truck, I would not have given you my ID. And for you to threaten to take me to jail just because you didn't like what I said, that's why I'm going to go do the complaint.
That's fine.
That's fucked up.
That's fine.
Sorry about the language. It's just the way it all.
I've heard worse and been called worse
but
at
I'm
this
not,
point in my life.
I'm not directing it at you.
I get it.
I'm directing it in general.
I got you. It's good to be frustrated, and that's how some people release.
Venting.
Yes. So be safe. Like I said, if you want to go down, you can go down now. Someone is there at the police department.
I'm going to go down.
And press the button on the side and tell them you need a complaint form, okay?
Got it.
All right, do you need anything else from me, sir?
No, before I leave, though, I'm going to take it out of this GPS and put it in this GPS because it goes there, so I don't have to have my phone on my lap.
I'll also write it down for you, so just in case.
No, I got to hit, like, if I just do this, it'll show.
Okay.
Well, wait, yeah, that's it. No, that's not it.
Yeah, this.
Oh, it is it. So now I just...
All right, do you need anything else? Don't hesitate to holler.
Okay.
Be safe and have a good night, okay?
Thank you, you too.
A Supreme Court case that this specific interaction reminds me of is the 1979 case of Brown versus Texas. In this case, 2 police officers observed Brown and another man walking away from one another in an alley in an area with a high incidence of drug traffic. They stopped and asked Brown to identify himself and explain what he was doing. One officer testified that he stopped Brown because the situation looked suspicious, and they had never seen him in that area before. The officers did not claim to suspect Brown of any specific misconduct, nor did they have any reason to believe that he was armed. When Brown refused to identify himself, he was arrested for violation of a Texas statute which makes it a criminal act for a person to refuse to give his name and address to an officer who has lawfully stopped him and requested the information. The Supreme Court ruled that the police violated the Fourth Amendment when they stopped and detained a man who refused to identify himself without any reasonable suspicion that he was engaged in criminal activity. The court held that requiring identification in the absence of reasonable suspicion is unconstitutional. This was a critical case that directly supports the principle that individuals are not required to identify themselves unless the officer has reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Again, I think that a white Dodge is too broad of a description to count as reasonable articulable suspicion, and Matthew could have easily had a winnable lawsuit on his hands had he been arrested for refusing to show identification. We can't blame the drivers in these interactions for acting under the threat of arrest as much as we should blame these officers for acting outside the boundaries of the Constitution. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section, and thank you for watching today's video.